This episode is a ball of weebly-wobbly, timey-wimey fun. Today, I'm making an easy-to-print, easy-to-assemble, and totally Time Lord-worthy levitating Tardis. This might be one of my favorite projects to date, so grab your sonic screwdriver and let's dive in. This file is by Django Cashflow and can be found on MakerWorld. I printed this on my H2D on one single plate. I printed this in blue, white, and black PETG. This print took just over 4 hours and 109 grams of filament. This project also requires a Bamboo Lab MagLev kit, and that's it. As usual, I'll link everything in the description below. Let's check out the build. Here are the printed parts. Let's assemble this MagLev Tardis. I'm super excited about this. I really hope it works. I printed this in PETG because I wanted it to be durable. Hopefully it's not going to be too heavy. So let's jump in and find out. So this uses the levitation kit from Bamboo. The file is made to fit this particular kit. So let's unbox it and see what we have. All right, so we have this box. Let's see. This looks like it has a bunch of plugs for various international types of plugs. That's cool. There's already an American plug attached. And we have this big mass of foam, which houses the other pieces of our levitation device. All right, we have the base here. And then also in that same bag, we have a chip, and we also have our levitation puck. This piece is going to go in the bottom of our Tardis. And that seems to be all of the pieces that are in this box. So first, we are going to start with the bottom of our Tardis box, and we are going to take the puck and set that into our base. There are these two clamp pieces that we're going to insert here to hold the MagLev puck in place. So these go together to make a ring in the middle, and then they attach diagonally. So the base has 4 rectangles cut out, puck in, and then we're going to insert the clamps into either corner of the bottom of our Tardis. It doesn't matter which side you pick. This is just going to hold the puck into place. Let's see, maybe do them one at a time. Okay, so there's one. And we'll do the one on the other side so that they make a circle. And these just snap right in. This whole assembly does not require glue. And there we have our base with the MagLev puck attached. That's not going anywhere. Next, we are going to attach all of our sidewalls of the Tardis to the base here. So there are these slots on the edge of the base, and all of the walls are just going to snap right in. It doesn't matter which order you put these in. They are all the same on the top and the bottom. Just make sure that your windows are facing up. And there we have our 4 walls. Those aren't going anywhere either. Next, we are going to put our police box signs around the top of the box. These should just snap right in. They do. They are a nice tight fit. Make sure that your writing is in the correct direction before you snap these into place. There we go. We have our police call box signs. Now we snap this onto our walls. So you want to make sure that all of your walls are lined up and together, and that the pins are aligned with the slots in the roof of the call box. And then everything should snap together. Easier on paper than it actually is. All right, so I suggest you start snapping in one side and then snap on the others. So there's my one side that started to be snapped into place. Let's see if I can get the two side ones. Oh my goodness. Definitely hold the ones in place that you've already got down, and then line up the other pins as you go. There we go. That was a little bit tricky. Really push it down, make sure it's all nice and tight. And there we have our completed call box. Next, we are going to assemble our base. So what we are supposed to do is remove the original cover, which is this kind of silvery plastic, from the MagLev device. And it has these nice little tabs, so you just pull it away a little bit and it comes right off. So yeah, we're gonna take that cover off. I'm gonna set that aside. And then we have just our levitation base. All right, so this little circle here is going to get inserted into this section right here of our base. So it's got this little outcropping and this cutout here. So the circle has a collar on it, and we are just going to set it in there like that. Make sure you keep your wires on top of your levitation base, and then we are going to line up these 4 holes here with the little pegs that are in our base. All right, and there we go. So there are the 4 little pegs here that are in our levitation base, and all of our wires are on top of the levitation base. All right, so I'm just going to tuck the wire from the power socket down the side here. And then this wire with the little collar is going to attach to this wire with the chip. So I'm going to connect these, just gently push them together. And now this chip is going to go into this cutout in the lid, and then attach our cover. So it has this little tab here, and that's going to go over the top of our power socket. I'm gonna tuck the white piece into the middle because otherwise the cover is not gonna fit with the chip. Okay, so the chip just slides into that little recessed area in the cover. And then you snap the cover down. Make sure that the bolt on top of the power connector is flat. There we go. And our cover is attached to the base. I love the design on this. Now let's plug it in and see if this levitation actually works. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the PETG is not too heavy and that the plastic connector piece in the middle of that wire doesn't interfere with the magnet. See if it works. Whoop. Yay! I love it. Oh my gosh, it works. All right, so you want to hold it over the base until you feel the magnets catch. There is a little bit of light leakage here on the corners, but that is okay. This is really cool. Here is the completed MagLev Tardis. I love this so much. This is a must-have for all of my fellow Doctor Who fans out there. Here are my rankings for this project. Ease of printing,
This one gets a 9. All of the pieces are pre-arranged on the build plate and you don't need to change any settings. However, you do need to have an AMS for this print. I do recommend using PETG when you print this because the MagLev device in the base does get really hot really quickly, and I'm afraid if I had used PLA for this, it would start to warp. There are all of these nice ventilation slots cut out in the base, but it does still get really hot. Ease of assembly. This one gets an 8. No glue at all is required for the assembly, and all of the pieces snap together beautifully straight off of the printer. There are some slight gaps between the walls, which you could maybe fix with super glue. I didn't add super glue between the walls because I was afraid it was gonna throw off the balance. If you decide to use super glue between the walls, let me know how that worked out for you in the comments below. It was a little bit tricky to snap the roof on as all of the walls are not attached to each other. And it was also tricky getting the Tardis to actually levitate. It takes a very steady hand and a little bit of patience, but once you feel it snap into place, you are good to go. Ta-da! Once you get this levitating, it will stay there indefinitely as long as you leave it plugged in. But be careful when you unplug it because the Tardis will slam into the base once it is unplugged. That's gonna do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you know when new episodes drop. Let me know which episode of Doctor Who is your favorite in the comment section below. The correct answer is Blink, by the way. And I will see you on the next one.